Okay, so this is vine charcoal, and vine charcoal comes in different hardnesses. This is soft vine charcoal, and typically that's all that I use is soft vine charcoal. This is also soft vine charcoal. It's a different kind. This is the Bob's Fine Vine Charcoal. It looks like compressed charcoal in that it's shaped in kind of like a square, but it's a composite of charcoal, and it's very, very different. Where this is compressed charcoal, and that's going to make a really dark mark. This Bob's Vine Charcoal also comes in like these bigger chunks, and they're really great for trying to fill an entire huge area. And so I kind of like this brand. And then I like Winsor Newton. Some of the other brands are just not as nice, and they'll kind of leave kind of brown mark. And sometimes I don't want that look in my work. It kind of depends on what I'm doing. But if I really want everything to have a really strong value tone and I don't want browns in it, then I'll stick with either Winsor Newton or this Bob's Vine soft vine charcoal. So soft charcoal and vine charcoal are really soft, and so they can be erased really easily. This is a kneaded eraser, and the nice thing about a kneaded eraser is that you can make it into like a tiny little point to erase out a tiny little area, or you can erase out bigger areas with big chunks like this. So it's a really versatile eraser, and you can actually draw with the eraser. It also cleans up pretty easily because it will get dirty fast, and you can just kind of keep going like this to clean it up. And you'll see me do that as I demonstrate. Kind of come back in to get it into the shape that I need it to be to draw with. These are charcoal pencils. You can do a lot just with vine charcoal, and the thing about vine charcoal is that you can still erase it out, and so you kind of want to work with that until you get your lights erased out as much as you want. Vine charcoal or charcoal pencils come in a variety of different hardnesses. This is a 6B. A 6B is going to be a pretty dark pencil, and they're going to follow the same as regular pencils do. This is a B. This is going to be somewhere in your mediums. This is a 4B. That's going to be in between. And this is a 2B, which is also going to be kind of your medium. This is a piece of white charcoal, or it's basically like a white pastel. You can also buy white charcoal pencils. White charcoal pencils or white pastel can be good if you're using a medium toned paper with your charcoal pencils. It can also be used just for highlights in areas that you've already erased in a regular charcoal drawing where you're using your lights, mediums, and darks. You need to be really careful though, because you'd never want to mix this in with your charcoal. It can kind of make a mess. So use the white charcoal sparingly when using it mixed in with regular charcoal. This is your compressed charcoal. All of your charcoal pencils are also compressed charcoal, so they make really dark marks. They don't erase as easily as vine charcoal. This is a chamois. They can be used to kind of take away some of the charcoal. And you can use toilet paper, and really cheap toilet paper is best because it doesn't take away too much if you want to just smooth in an area or cover an entire background. So they kind of do a little bit different things, but they're both meant to kind of smooth and move your charcoal around the piece of paper. This is a tortillon or a blending stump, and it can also be used to smooth things.
So you can smooth things with this. I never use these with regular pencils like graphite, only with charcoal and charcoal pencils. So be careful. Smudging is not necessarily a good thing always. This is just sandpaper, and they sell it on these little blocks to kind of just make it easy to hold, but regular sandpaper works good too. So if you sharpen your charcoal pencils with an X-Acto knife, then you can use this to kind of like give yourself like a little bit more of a point. You can do this with regular pencils as well. So sometimes doing this will help you to not have to sharpen it as often.